Sharky is strange when you're a sharky. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Sharky Nam. It's the Clark the Fabulous, ornate Clark the Shark Show. It is an ornate show, you guys. I think ornate is a word. I might have to ask Bia Quivers if ornate is real. 1-800-449-8255 from the fabulous Clark the Shark Show at the golden EIB sharkerphone personally given to me by Dick Clark in 1978 when I was 13. He came to my house and said, "Sharky, I heard that you're a Doors fan and you love this album, Strange Days, but you don't love it enough. So here's the golden EIB sharkerphone for you, Clark the Shark. I want you to review this album someday." And I'm like, "Dick, I love the Doors. They're a little pretentious, a lot of poetry and stuff, but I fucking even love that too. I'm Clark the Shark. I love weird shit." Dick Clark was like, "Well, the Doors are pretty racy, Sharky. They're really on the edge." And I'm like, "Didn't that lead singer die or disappear or fake his own death or something back in 71, Dick Clark?" And he was like, "No, he's still alive, and you're going to see him, Clark the Shark, riding your Strand Cruiser one day near Hawthorne Boulevard, near the mall in Torrance." You guys, I'm not kidding. I saw Jim Morrison with Ray Manzarek in a white Mustang. It was either really him or two guys trying to fuck with people all day long that day as they drove all around Los Angeles. I saw a guy who would be about Jim Morrison's age. I'd say I was 18 in 1983, maybe 17 in 1982, maybe even 16 in 1981. I don't remember, you guys. This isn't a Waldo here right now. I'm telling you a real story of what really happened. I saw Jim Morrison alive, driving in a Mustang with Ray Manzarek in Torrance while I was on my Strand Cruiser. And I remember I was just waiting to cross, it was a red light. I was on the corner, and then the Mustang pulled up into the turning lane to turn right and go north on Hawthorne Boulevard. I believe it was Sepulveda and Hawthorne because it's right by the mall. And I just looked at the guy and I just said, "Jim." And the guy with sunglasses, kind of a little heavy set guy wearing a leather, maybe a denim jacket. I don't remember, but it looked exactly like Jim Morrison. And the guy driving the car in the driver's seat looked exactly like Ray Manzarek. And they both looked, how they would look at that time, I guess. I guess this is like 12 years or so, or a decade after he died, supposedly. But I think he faked his death. And as a matter of fact, you guys, I know he did because I did it. He did fake his death, and he is here. In fact, he is me, Clark the Shark, at 1-800-449-8255, right here on the fabulous Clark the Shark Show, where I'm going to talk about Strange Days by The Doors. Me, Shark Morrison. I'm going to give you my breakdown of this poetry, this incredible album, you guys. I love it. Now, this album was unappreciated at the time. It wasn't a big seller. And that's weird because it's just like the first album, but there are some differences. It has some new instruments and stuff, and there's definitely a technological little change, but there's some advancement, little, if you will, right here on the Clark the Shark Show. But indeed, this sounds not too far removed or unlike the first Doors album right here on the Sharky Show. Now when it comes to Waldo's, you guys, if I make mistakes, I'll give you a GE CD. That's what I'm going to do. The rock opera, White Suburban Liars. A lot of people emailed me and they're like, Sharky, you said you'd give out $5,000 for every mistake you make, intentional or not, in your videos. And I never said I'd give out no $5,000. Yeah, and one guy's all, no, Shark, it said you'd give out $10,000. And I'm like, I said I'd give 25 cents. I was just joking. At PayPal at CLAHAGIN at AOL.com. And another guy's like, no, Sharky, you said it. You'd give out $25,000 to anyone who can find Waldo. I'm like, you guys, I'm going to cut off the Waldo program because you guys are making the price now here on the Clark the Shark Show. You're setting it. And you're like, I found Waldo, Sharky. I found that Waldo in that video and I want my money. I'm all, dude, go back and roll the tape. Look again. I said I'd give out 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, $5, or maybe I'd spit in a Ziploc bag and mail it to you. You get Sharky's DNA mailed to you if you can find Waldo. And a lot of you are like, Shark, there's a million fucking Waldos in your videos, buddy. You're wrong all the time. And I'm like, how dare you? Clark the Shark is never... I can't even say the word. I'm like Fonzie. I'm never... you guys, fuck. I can't even fucking say... I'm not... you guys. And you guys will... They're like, Sharky, you gotta be wrong because we found Waldos in your videos. I'm like, you guys, I do them on purpose so that you will get a Sharky CD of The Greenhouse Effect, the rock opera, White Suburban Liars. And they're like, no, you never said that, Sharky. You said you'd give us 50 cents. And I'm like, by the way, you guys, I'm not a rapper. You guys, I know I got a silky smooth delivery here at the Sharkadoodle-Doo Sharkalama Ding Dong microphone. Sorry about that. It's not a microphone. It's a Sharkerphone given to me by Dick Clark. And I know it's silky. It's smoothie. It's a catchy, fast delivery. But this is not rap. This is not hip-hop. Those guys that suffer, in the black African-American community, they're on like fucking SSI and welfare and shit, and they got it so bad that they got to fucking rap about it. I'm not one of those. I don't need to rap, you guys. So quit calling me a rapper. I'm not fucking Eminem. I'm not Dr. Dre. I'm not Eazy-E. I ain't a white rapper. I am your humble servant here at the microphone, the golden EIB Sharkerphone, baby. And when I'm talking about the Doors, Strange Days, I want you to listen to me because I wrote and recorded every single instrument on this album, and I am Jim Morrison. And you guys are like, no way, Sharky. You can't prove that. I'm like, you guys... Everything in your pathetic little lives, I do. And you're like, no, Shark. It's all in your imagination. I'm like, you guys think I'm kidding. You think I'm like a liar or something. 1-800-449-8255, The Clark the Shark Show. But it's real, you guys. It's the real deal. When I'm talking about the Doors, Strange Days, this is a really good album. I don't know why it gets kind of I don't know, in history it gets neglected, kind of like the Soft Parade. I don't know why, but I like these songs. 1-800-449-8255 on the Clark the Shark Show. I'm gonna break it down, these songs song by song, you guys. I know it's gonna get 5 stars, maybe not. You think it'll get 5 stars? Oh, dude, All Music gives it 3.5. That's not right. Classic Rock gives it 3.5. Dude, Encyclopedia of Pop Music. Dude, these reviews are not right. Rolling Stone gives it a 3.5. Well, it doesn't really get 5. That's kind of I mean, what is this? Start? What is that, dude? Saint magazine or Start or Fart? I don't know. Well, they give it like a 4.5. But me, Clark the Shark, 1-800-449-8255 from the fabulous EIB Sharkerphone. You guys, Strange Days, side 1, track 1. Now you guys know that song is amazing, incredible. All kinds of instruments here, you guys. Keyboards that are a little tweaked, and guitars, lots of overdubs, lots of production here. Very psychedelic 60s. As interesting as ever. Your Lost Little Girl. Oh, dude, I love it. Now, there was a Waldo in the Other Doors review that I did where I said Love Me Two Times was on that album, but I also said I'm not sure or something like that. And a few of you emailed me and you're like, okay, Sharky, we want a freebie because Love Me Two Times is on Strange Days. And I was like, you guys, I have to go into the Sharky think tank and debate that one with myself. Because Unhappy Girl, that almost sounds like a Frank Zappa concept. And Horse Latitudes, man, it's poetry, you guys. I'm really loving Lizard King on this album, you guys. Moonlight Drive. I mean, I admit, you guys, I'm not the hugest Doors head. I like, I'm weird. I probably like the Monkees more than I like the Doors. Moonlight Drive, killer. Come on, you guys. That's fucking awesome. But then there's this one song on side 2 called People Are Shark. And that song was actually not just written about me, but I wrote that song, People Are Shark, track 1, side 2, because it's all about me wherever I go. It's not fair. You guys are always making fun of me. And on top of that, you steal my ideas. And to make it worse, I actually wrote you, and I wrote all this just to torture myself. But People Are Shark is a song I wrote just describing this whole simulation that we're in, that Elon Musk discovered. It's really not a simulation at all. It's a sharkulation. And, my eyes have seen you, do, killer. People Are Shark kind of reminds me of Fox News, those blondes, beautiful, gorgeous, lovely blonde ladies on Fox News, and they always have Christian crosses on, and they wax their legs. But I don't want you to trust Fox News, even though I'm kind of like a Republican or a conservative or a Christian or a red, white, and blue flag waving Yahoo. I still don't like Fox News because Hannity and Greg Gutfeld and something weird about Fox. It seems like a cult, but I would take it over Anderson Pooper any fucking day of the week. Because Anderson Pooper, dude, I don't even want to go there. That's too weird. People Are Shark, side 1, track 2, a song written by me, produced by me, recorded by me. The lyrics are totally by me, and they're about me right here on the Clark the Shark show. And this isn't a Waldo, and I'm not being funny. People are shark when you're a stranger. Do, Sharky's alone. Do. Those Fox News blonde women. There's always 5 of them with their legs waxed, sexual, tempting. And then it turns out you read in the news that they don't have a boyfriend or a man and that they live with a Great Dane. I'm like, what a letdown. Those beautiful, lovely, tempting, gorgeous little things on Fox News live with a Great Dane? Are you kidding me? 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show. People are shark, but we're not that strange. I mean, to live with a Great Dane, they don't have a guy. And I'm going to keep it a family show, you guys. I'm not going to say what the Fox News women do with the Great Dane. I'm going to let your imagination fucking run wild there. But it's better than Anderson Pooper. He don't even dude. I mean, he's not with a Great Dane, I don't think, but he's not with a human. He's like, dude, he's not even human. He's just a robot. I think if he does do it, it's with a robot. You guys, I doubt that even. I don't know, you guys, but people are shark. Side 2, track number 1. Great poetry, you guys. It's true. Sharky is strange. When you're a sharky, faces are ugly when you're down, dude, or something like that. It's fucking killer. I love the melody. I love that song, you guys. Atmospheric. It even has like an old time 1800s like little vibe, melody, atmosphere. And then I love the way that My Eyes Have Seen You comes on after it. That's killer. And I can't see your face in my mind. Me, Clark the Shark. I can't really see any or all of you, but I can imagine every one of you suffering because I make you suffer here on the Clark the Shark Show. And I do it all for fun all day long. I can't see your face in my mind, people. But I know you better be down on your knees daily praying to Clark the Shark and loving me. Or dude, I'll send you to Sharkatory. You don't want to go there, baby, here on the Clark the Shark Show. Yeah, you got to be here daily checking out Clark the Shark. Because when the music's over, yeah, turn out the lights. Oh, dude. I don't know who thinks this album is mediocre or average or... They're great songs. 11 minutes when the music's over. I'll admit, you guys, when the music's over, could have maybe been shorter, a little more concise or something. But, side 2, some people think it kind of drags and that side 1's better. Or, there's some people that even think side 1 has issues, it's problematic, but, unhappy girl. Like girls ever get unhappy, huh? Never, you guys, here on the Clark the Shark Show. I keep them satisfied. And this cover, the little guy in front, that's actually me, Clark the Shark. 1-800-449-8255. And these other guys, they all got paid royalties for being on the cover. And that little guy right there in front, Clark the Shark, I didn't get no money. And I actually designed this cover, you guys. 1-800-449-8255 from the fabulous golden EIB Sharkraphone. It's not a microphone, baby, because Dick Clark gave me that Sharkraphone made of solid gold. And that is me right there, you guys. That's me, Clark the Shark. Way, way back in the day. I got no royalties. I got no love, And then they're calling me strange, like it's Strange Days or this fucking guy juggling or the mime or dude, I fucking hate mimes. I can't stand mimes here on the Sharky Show. 1-800-449-8255. Anderson Pooper's favorite talk radio show. In fact, the whole entire solar system loves Clark the Shark. Venus, where it's hot, Mercury and Venus are hot. I made them that way. And then, of course, the third rock from the sun, Earth, Clark the Shark made it habitable with the perfect amount of oxygen, the perfect tilt, the seasons. Everything's perfect, you guys. The fact that 75% of the Earth is covered by water, it has to be that way or life could not exist. If it was 70% and 30, there'd be no life. And if it were 80% and 20, there'd be no life. It's like perfect. I, Clark the Shark, did it. And then when you break it all down, there's molecules, DNA. I designed the DNA. Actually, it was me and Elon Musk and some other techies from Facebook. We coded everything. Come on, dude. Trust me. I'm that guy right there. Clark the Shark. 1-800-449-8255. Right here on the cover of The Doors. Strange Days. So think about it, you guys. The Earth has everything perfect for life to exist. It's the perfect distance from the sun. It's got an oxygen-rich atmosphere. It's covered by water with the perfect amount. It's got the seasons that you need, or you couldn't have life survive. You have to have summer, winter, spring, summer, and fall. All you gotta do is call Sharky, and I'll be there. You got a friend. You do, you guys, right here on the Clark the Shark Show. 1-800-449-8255, where the Earth is perfectly habitable for life. And all these scientists and liberals are like, well, because we have evolved from dinosaurs, Sharky, and UFOs, and like there is no God or Jesus, and I'm like, well, I'm not so sure about Jesus, but I know there is a God, you guys, from DNA and all that, shit. And, just the fact that the Earth is in a part of the Milky Way where, the perfect neighborhood to survive, and asteroids can't hit us because of Jupiter and Saturn and, things like that I designed, me, Clark the Shark. And everyone's like, no, Sharky, it's not true. You're just crazy. You live in your own little world. You're insane, just like everyone says. And I'm like, no, you guys, and you better knock off that talk, because just like Talking Tina, I, Clark the Shark, will be like, you better be good to me. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, because my name is Talking Sharky. I'm like that doll, you guys, on the Twilight Zone. I'm serious. And some of you are like, dude, it's real, bro. You better listen to this guy, Clark the Shark. He knows, like, Garth, what he's talking about. And like you right now, dude, he's doing like a review of Strange Days by The Doors. I'm like, hell yeah, you guys, I'm doing a review about the Lizard King because I know the poetry. Me, Clark the Shark. I've written a poem or two in my day. And it's a little pretentious, the Jim Morrison poetry is a little, some people might even say it's kind of fucking stupid, but I don't think so. It unlocks doors, no pun, of perception. Kind of like Huxley, you guys. I don't know. Some people just think it's silly, or, there's things that say things better. I don't know, you guys. So the book is out. The jury's out. The book's not written. The book's not published. It's all over the place right here on the Clark the Shark Show. The Doors, Strange Days. The second album from 1967. Now, the first Doors album was released in January 1967, you guys, but it was really recorded in 1966. So I think the Doors should have put out that album by Christmas of 1966, so it would be under the tree. But they wanted 1967 printed on that album for whatever reason, you guys. The Doors did not want to be a part of that 1966 experimental garage. All those bands that were in a garage back in 66. The Doors are like, we're going to make a clean break from that. And we're going to be part of the Summer of Love or whatever is coming in 1967. And kind of sadly, unfortunately, it's true, you guys. The Doors album would have sounded better had it said 1966 on it, to me, Clark the Shark, and it would be a part of the Standells and the Music Machine and the Count Five and the Haunted and all that. And I truly, really believe that that was the Doors scene, not 1967. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the guys at the record label and the management knew how to sell more records, and they are genius at that. But I say, you guys, you just need hit songs, even more than talent. You got to have catchy ideas for the radio. And I got them on the rock opera White Suburban Liars by GE, The Greenhouse Effect, Clark the Shark. And if you find Waldo in this video, You'll get a free CD, you guys. I'm not giving out spit anymore, where I spit into a bag and I mail it, because you guys are doing all kinds of weird things out there with my spit. You're trying to set me up and say, Sharky was at 7-Eleven. He's not supposed to be there. Yeah, and then you poured your spit like on your girlfriend. You're like, oh, Sharky's doing bad things to my girlfriends. So I'm not doing any more spit or DNA in a bag. And I'm not sending 25 cents or 75 cents or 50 cents. And I'm not a rapper, so quit calling me 50 Cent here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255 from the fabulous golden EIB Sharkerphone. It's not a microphone given to me by Dick Clark. It's a smooth delivery, you guys. It's not fast. You guys just hear fast. You're like, Sharky, you're fast. I'm like, I'm not fast. You guys are on speed or coke or crack or crystal meth or... Dude, you guys got to get off speed, because I'm not fast. I'm slow. I'm Clark the Shark, and I think things out carefully. And when I'm thinking about Strange Days by the Doors, this amazing album from 1967, I can't believe there's critics who are like, this is mediocre. This isn't that good. It's not as good as the first album. And I'm like, you guys don't know fucking shit. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show. For when it comes to the Lizard King and the poetry and Strange Days, you know me, Clark the Shark. I live them, baby. Strange Days. Because people are strange when you're a sharky. Faces are like uneven for the shark. It's true, you guys. Wherever I go, if I go to Thanksgiving or Christmas party, they're all like looking at me like, why is he here? I'm like, hey, everyone. Dude, they used to give me hugs a long time ago, and now they're like, we don't like him anymore. I'm like, what would I do? Like long ago when I had money and houses or a car, or I was younger, people are like, oh, bro, come here, bro. Give me some of that shit. I want to hug you, Sharky. And then, dude, when you hit rough times or something, suddenly all your friends disappear. I actually didn't hit rough times. Rough times hit me because the Democrats made the rent $3,000 a month in California, as many of you know, with help from their buddies in the Republican Party who like the high rent and the cheap labor that we got plenty of here now in California, because we got everybody from all over the world living here. And then the Democrats and the Republicans too, they give the people a driver's license so they can work and take your job and lower the value of your job and destroy things like Uber and Lyft in the process. That's right here on the proverbial Clark the Shark Show, where I'm supposed to just go with it and go along with the new normal, the fucked up, destroyed world that the people on the left and the right have now created. And if you don't like it, well, dude, you're just a fucking racist right here on the Clark the Shark Show. Yeah, that's right. If you don't like rent $3,000 a month with 8 people from Honduras all living there, you're a racist. Congratulations. Oh, and by the way, strange days are coming for you, because you might be homeless too and living under a freeway overpass. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show from the Golden EIB Sharkerphone. It's not a microphone because Dick Clark gave it to me, you guys. And when Dick Clark from American Bandstand gives you a Sharkerphone, it means the Lord has chosen you to be this special human to lead them. And not only lead them, but write about them and do everything, kind of like the Lizard King did here on Strange Days, 1967. This amazing album that I, Clark the Shark, would give a 5, you guys. I wouldn't give this a 3 or 3.5 or 4 or 4.5. This album's a 5. Awesome. And the best part is me, Clark the Shark, right there on the cover. I don't know why people picked on me or didn't like me. I mean, that's me right there. I was actually 5 foot, I'm 5'6", but they made me look even shorter right there, right on the Clark the Shark Show. But check one, too. I got a backup mic, you guys, right here, Sharky. And I'm pissed off at the Doors for not giving me no royalties for this cover right here. I mean, dude, it's true. You remember the Little Baby, that band called the Douchebag Effect that made it really big in 1991. There's like a little baby on the cover. And Blake, you know, when Blake douchebag shot himself, he forgot to pay royalties to the little baby. Hello, Sharky, Clark the Shark, 1-800-449-8255 on the cover of the Doors. Strange Days. That's me, baby. And I want my royalties, Jim Morrison. And I'm sure the little baby is like, hey, Blake douchebag, your ghost. Fucking Blake douchebag kills himself. He forgets to pay the baby. Sharky, 1-800-449-8255. Right here on the fabulous Anderson Pooper Show, everyone. I mean, come on, baby. Fox News, Anderson Pooper, that guy, it's all the same. Clark the Shark does it all. And you guys love it. You guys are fucking here every day, and I thank you for being here. And make sure I'm going to put a little tip jar, like a little GoFundMe for the Sharky, you know, because I'm like fucking homeless here. Well, you could put like a little tip each day, like, here, Sharky, here's a quarter, because we know that's you. 1-800-449-8255. And the Doors didn't even give me the royalties. Fuck, dude. The Lizard King, some Lizard King, fucking guy wouldn't even pay me my royalties. 1-800-449-8255 on the Clark the Shark Show, The Doors, Strange Days. I want you to buy this album, you guys, in all seriousness. Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, because this music by The Doors, Strange Days, is way better than Taylor Swift or anything today. All the music now is generic. It's like fucking AI generated garbage. I'd love to say MTV sucks, but there isn't even an MTV now. I can't even find it. Or like, dude, you know, I'd love to say Today sucks, but like I can't even find Today, you guys, sadly, here on the Sharky Show. But if you find Waldo, remember, if I make... I'm not going to say the word mistake. I'm just going to say, you know, I'm never, you know, like Fonzie on Happy Days. I don't make I never make or I'm never. But if you guys find Waldo, tell you what, you guys, I'll call it Waldo. I will give you a free Clark the Shark Greenhouse Effect CD. White Suburban Liars. That is if my storage unit is still there. Now, the Democrats are even making storage units go up. Joe Biden and his inflation is making a 12-pack of Cokes cost $53. A gallon of milk costs $19. And gasoline costs your penis at the gas station. They actually want to chop off your fucking dick like Bobbitt for gas now. Gas is like $9 a gallon. Because of the Democrats and probably because of the Republicans too. Let's be honest. Republicans and the GOP, they love inflation, you guys, just as much as Joe Biden. You know, Sean Hannity says how he's like, oh, I hate inflation. It's so expensive. Dude, Sean Hannity wants rent to be expensive. So does Trump. So does Greg Gutfeld. So do all the blonde ladies that have sex with dogs. I'm not going to keep it clean. Let's be honest. The ladies at Fox News make love to Great Danes. I'm just going to fucking say it, you guys. And that's why they like the rent $3,500, because even the security guy can't go there and get a camera in on the lady as she's like doing it with a Great Dane, you guys. The Fox News fucking girls are disgusting. That's actually... They should be, that's a crime. That's bestiality. It's cruelty to animals. And those women should be arrested at Fox News and at CNN, because we know Democrats come on like they're straight-laced, like they're so perfect. And it's the Christians and Republicans that are always weird. And Democrats aren't weird. They just kill unborn babies. Yeah, dude, that's not fucking weird. They kill the unborn. And then they say, you're weird, Christian or Republican, or, you know, you flag waving redneck or hillbilly out in Alabama or Arkansas or, you know, Appalachia. You're weird. We just kill fucking unborn babies. But you're fucking weird, dude. Not us at 1-800-449-8255 on the Clark the Shark Show. But I'll tell you what's really fucking weird is the fact that the Doors didn't pay me royalties for being this guy on the cover of Strange Days. I want my royalties, Doors, me, Clark the Shark, and I want you to email me a legal letter from your attorneys why you didn't pay me royalties for being on your fucking cover at CLAHAGIN at AOL.com. The Clark the Shark Show from the fabulous golden EIB Sharkophone. It's not a microphone, it's a Sharkophone given to me by Dick Clark. Dick Clark from American Bandstand, god damn it, gave me the Sharkophone, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I want my royalties. That's me, you guys. I was on the cover of The Doors. Strange Days, 1967. This amazing, incredible album. And I don't know how any critics would call this mediocre, because this is not mediocre. This is an awesome album. It's poetry, it's poetic, it's atmospheric, psychedelic, garage. Robbie Krieger, amazing on guitar, you guys. And I want you to get into The Doors just for Ray Manzarek alone. His keyboards are spectacular. But John Densmore, the drummer, is fabulous, dude. He's no Keith Moon, but he's definitely better than Charlie Watts or Ringo. Those guys fucking suck. As a matter of fact, John Densmore is better than Lars Ulrich, the douchebag from Metallica that doesn't like Jethro Tull. Yeah, dude. John Densmore is fucking better than him. In fact, Keith Moon, Neil Peart, Bobby Caldwell, and like Ainsley Dunbar are the only drummers better than like John Densmore at 1-800-449-8255 right here on the Clark the Shark Show. Maybe Bill Bruford from Yes also, I don't know, or some of the guys like from Frank Zappa, Chester Thompson. I wouldn't put John Densmore in that class, you guys, but he's really good as a rock and roll drummer, and he plays really tight, fast snare rolls, which was something that I, Clark the Shark, could never really do in drumming. I can't get my snare sped up and sounding all, tight like Ian Pace or Bobby Caldwell, but John Densmore from The Doors kind of does that, you guys. He's a really talented drummer. I wouldn't really say he's really powerful, but he goes right with The Doors. And of course, the Lizard King, the poet genius, the man who dresses in leather, me, Clark the Shark. I am the Lizard King, and I can do anything, you guys, right here on the Clark the Shark Show. And I want you to be here daily, praying to me, worshiping me. I don't want to have to send you to Sharkatory, you guys. If I do, I'll let you out in like 35 days. And then you have to, when you do get out, you have to do 200 push-ups, 700 sit-ups, and then you have to run around a track as fast as you can 50 times. Once you do all that, you have to go to confession and pray to Clark the Shark. And then I'll think about forgiving you, maybe, but I highly doubt it. It's highly unlikely, but I might. But if you listen to Strange Days by The Doors over and over and buy this album, I will fucking think you're going to get smarter or something right here on the Clark the Shark Show, because this is an amazing album. The 60s, it was an amazing time, you guys. Psychedelia, free love. Girls were giving out free love like fucking Tasty Bread, you guys. People were getting gonorrhea, the clap, herpes, dude, you name it, chlamydia, and they were dying, dude. It was beautiful. It was a bunch of hippies making love and marching against Vietnam as they were creating the building blocks for legalized abortion. Aren't they great, you guys, hippies? Free love. And then we fucking suck our baby out with a coat hanger or like a fucking vacuum at 1-800-449-8255. I kind of agree about Vietnam. Johnson and Kennedy are part of the military industrial complex. Remember that guy Eisenhower? He's like warning everyone, like, you guys, beware of the MID, military industrial. Oh, I'm sorry, MIC. That's a Waldo. Beware of the mic. military industrial complex, because at the mic you might find Clark the Shark at the Golden EIB mic. That's right, baby, me, Sharkadoodle-Doo, the Sharkalama Ding Dong. I'm right here for you daily in the mornings on WABC Radio New York, the most fabulous #1 syndicated radio talk show host in America, and on Andromeda. You know, Andromeda is a galaxy kind of like the Milky Way. I think it's 300,000 light years across, but it might be even bigger, like 600,000 light years. But the UFOs and aliens over there, they're like, Sharky, we don't care. We tune in daily. You know, those squid, those aliens, and Independence Day, like Will Smith punched one of them. Those guys are like, Will Smith shouldn't have punched us, Sharky, because we were just here to check out the Clark the Shark show at 1-800-449-8255 from the fabulous Golden EIB Sharkerphone. It's not a microphone, because even the aliens from yeah, dude, from Andromeda, they know, they love the Clark the Shark show, and that's why they came here on Independence Day. They just wanted an autograph from Clark the Shark. And Will Smith like punches those squid or those octopi, you know, those octopus flying around in those UFOs. Yeah, dude, if UFOs ever do come here, you know, leave them alone, dude. If they want to kill us and eat us, I'm good with it, you guys. Humanity's just like a fucking garbage disposal anyway, and for all we know, the UFOs are smart and they got it right here on the Clark the Shark show, 1-800-449-8255. And I want you to be here daily and go buy Strange Days by the Doors if you want poetry, atmospheric, amazing 1960s rock that got so big that it went to arenas, baby. This was bigger than everything, you guys. And these guys were a big band for a reason. They were talented, and they will be great forever. The Doors. Buy this album. I'm serious. And buy all their albums. I'm becoming more of a Doors guy lately, you guys. I've been kind of neglecting the Doors, but as I listen to them, I'm like, man, these guys were incredible. I've been kind of depriving myself and missing out, you guys, right here on the Clark the Shark show. But now I'm seeing the light of the Lizard King, where the will to change is up to you, because the world is a will to power and nothing besides. And it's up to you to move a mogul or a mountain or a molehill. I don't know, you guys. Clark the Shark, 1-800-449-8255. Be here daily, people, and I'm out. Peace.